as the movie mentioned, we have the tools right now to help fight malaria, and we have the tools to help end it as well. What we need to do is get the aid that's coming and make sure that it's coming on the ground to the people who really need it. And that's where Faith's Act comes in. Faith's Act is a global movement consisting of 34 young leaders based in 5 different countries, but also has branches in over 140 countries. And basically we're trying to use the tenets of social justice that a lot of us find in our faith tradition, we find it in our moral values that guide us, and we're trying to use those tenets of social justice to motivate us to act. Tonight we want to touch about the action program we have on the ground in Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, they're bringing together imams and pastors of different faith backgrounds, educating them about malaria, and then asking them to disseminate that information to members of their congregation, to their neighbors, passing it from household to household. And we are so grateful that today we have one of those imams with us today. He is known as a Malaria Faith Ambassador, which is the title that they're given, and his name is Teslim Ogalahi. And we are so happy that he could join us today, and I welcome him to the stage. If you could welcome him with me. So we're going to do a little Q&A style right now. Teslim, thank you so much for joining us today. We first just wanted to ask you, what is your involvement with Faith's Act, and what has it looked like in Sierra Leone?
Shazia, thank you very much, and please allow me to greet friends of Sierra Leone. In fact, you guys are more than friends from Sierra Leone, because I'm just coming back. This is my 3rd week here in America, and malaria is not your domain, but here you are guys, so wonderful supporting our cause in Africa. Thank you very much. I'm really passionate about giving people the tools to empower themselves. And one thing about malaria prevention is all about education. Having the knowledge to know that easily you can prevent malaria. That's just the basic, that's where it starts. So giving people the tool to know that malaria can be prevented, then it goes a long way. That's what Faith Act is all about. Faith Act is an inter-religious health messaging program in Sierra Leone. If there is one thing that we in Sierra Leone can export to the rest of the world, that is religious tolerance. We do have the Interfaith working together for progress. And we are all together working with the Faith Act fellows that are in Sierra Leone, Josephine, Annette, Banke, and Atif. These guys are wonderful. They go all over the country. They go to the villages, to the hinterland. It's a great job. So I am really grateful and involving in what they are doing. Because after all, we are the victims. They are just sending a helping hand. So why can't we as Sierra Leoneans grab that hand? That's my involvement in Faith Act.
Share with us one of your most memorable experiences working as a Malaria Faith Ambassador?
Yeah, it's incredible because I was actually involved in the training of the Malaria Ambassadors. When we held the first conference way back in May, we had everybody there, the big sheikhs, the big pastors, political big shots. They were all there. And we volunteered. Over 80 of us, and we are doing this training. We went also, as Shazia was saying, giving the people the education, the tool to empower themselves in preventing malaria. And when after some time, about 3 or 4 weeks, we go back to those houses, and these people have really adhered to what they should do. Cleaning the environment, sleeping under the bed net, taking care of themselves, going to the hospital when they are sick, taking the malaria treatment up to, when they finish. Even if they feel better, they should continue with the dose. And after that, we give them a sticker and a certificate. Those are incredible times. And really, if there's one distinct, memorable occasion, when Tony Blair himself went to visit, and we went to one of the houses, and bingo, they were all there doing what they had to do, and that was incredible.
I know you touched on it a little bit, but can you tell us a little bit more about the impact that you've seen the program have on the ground?
Yeah. You know, as I said before, knowledge is power. It gives you the distinctive tool to know how to deal with any given situation. You know, we had malaria. The statistics are grave. I do not need to repeat them. But you know what's killing us? It's the ignorance. And really, the impact that this program, Tony Blair Faith Foundation program, has made by training ambassadors, who in turn went to the communities to train the champions, who do the house-to-house advocacy, then there is behavior change. Behavior change doesn't come overnight. You have to tell people, and you have to do it again and again and again. So what we do is we train the champions that are in the locality. The people know them, they know the people, and they are respected. They are religious leaders, you know. So when they go to these people's houses, they tell them about prevention, and the people adhere to that. And with time, they change their behavior. They're not cleaning their environment. They are not sleeping the bed nets and not using them as for fishing. They are not using them as some will say for wedding veil. Yes, or you know, people do it. And again, people are now saying, and it's true, that the only primary causative factor of malaria is the mosquito, and not eating too much mangoes, not sitting in the sun, or you know, exposing yourself to rain. Those are all myths and misconceptions. So the impact is that people have now changed their behavior, and you know, people are realizing then that we have to stop malaria. It's in our hands. We can prevent it, and that's a great impact. If you see the figures now, from then to now, it's incredible. And this has all been happening because of the support you guys have been getting here. So many thousand miles away from Sierra Leone, from Africa, and you are donating something to that cause, and that has made people, the death of malaria is now being minimized. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. God bless you.